Hi everyone, my name is Cass and I hope you all enjoyed the holidays. I am still a little sick, but I just don't want to wait anymore. So today I curated a list of my top 20 Oculus Quest games on the official Oculus Quest store for anyone looking for the best VR games out there at the moment. I'll make a PC VR version later. It was hard to make some of the decisions, but in the end I picked the games that made the most impact to me over the past years. Subscribe if you haven't yet to see more videos about VR just like this one, and now join me beyond reality. On number 20 is VRChat, the social exploration game. This game features many community-driven avatars, events and experiences. VRChat has a big player base, and every time you log in gives you a random, crazy or fun experience as you meet people around the world. It's free too, so why not try it out yourself? Number 19. Espire 1 VR Operative, a stealth shooter. In this game you become a drone operator. As this drone, you infiltrate bases using various stealth mechanics. For example, this game uses voice recognition, so you can walk up to an enemy and say "freeze". They will put up their hands, and then it's up to you whether you shoot him or punch him in the back of the head. The game is like a light version of Metal Gear Solid, and while it has some bugs here and there still, the devs are working on fixes as we speak. It's currently the only game on the store with a working stealth concept too. On number 18, Shadow Point, a story-driven puzzle game voiced by Sir Patrick Stewart. Here you try to uncover the mystery of a missing schoolgirl by exploring a fantasy world and solving puzzles. This game has challenging puzzles. Things that you will do are, for example, manipulate gravity, play with reflections, walk on walls, or use a magical lens to see an alternate reality. The puzzles can definitely be mind-bending, but I think anyone who loves a puzzle challenge would love this game. Number 17. CHRONOS, a mystery visual novel. Here, 8 childhood friends with memory loss are trapped inside a deserted Shibuya. One of the billboards shows a strange message. "I am dead. Who killed me?" You follow the mind of the protagonist, and in his body you watch as the group tries to uncover what happened. Be prepared, this is not a game, but a visual novel. The world is in 360, but interaction is minimal. You can't walk, but you teleport from scene to scene, and you follow the story by reading a lot of dialogue, which is also fully voiced in Japanese. Yet the characters feel alive and you feel connected. Be aware though, the story can be dark, so it will have to be your taste. The experience features multiple endings and a story duration of about 15 hours. If you are a manga or anime fan, then this is a must check. On number 16, Vader Immortal episodes 1 to 3, a narrative experience with interaction set in the Star Wars universe. In this trilogy, you meet Darth Vader up close as a smuggler operating near Mustafar. With the help of your droid companion, you will navigate different environments and learn to fight with a lightsaber and the Force. This is more of a narrative experience than a game, as it's very linear. It's more about following the story. The experiences are short too, about 30 to 40 minutes per episode, but I think this trilogy is something that you should not miss if you are a Star Wars fan. And on number 15, Raccoon Lagoon, an island life crafting simulator. You have to help build a new home for a group of animals that's stranded on your shore. They each have their own needs, and you fulfill those by chopping down trees, fishing, cooking, farming, mining, crafting, and more. The only thing you have to watch out for are the stealing raccoons, but thankfully you can scare them away. This is a game to spend many hours on. You can play it in co-op, although the joining player can only help and not progress the game themselves. Still, an enjoyable game to play if you like these types of games. Number 14. Virtual Reality, a narrative-driven exploration game. This game consists of 50 plus various mini worlds. You travel to them by putting on a VR headset. Yes, it's kind of Inception-like. In each world, you have to solve weird but comedic puzzles or do tasks to earn points and stars. The more you do, the deeper you go in the rabbit hole, and the more you discover the dark side behind the AI company that put you in this simulation. A kind of crazy but original game. I love those. On number 13 is Path of the Warrior, a beat-em-up game. This is a game inspired by arcade games like Double Dragon and Streets of Rage, and it shows. It's like you actually entered an arcade game, so expect old school arcade style combat with classic brawler moves. Don't expect a lot of combat variety and know that the story is light, but if you are like me and sometimes in need of some mindless punching and kicking, then this game is perfect for that. Currently you can only play solo, but co-op is in the works. Number 12, Vacation Simulator, an adventure puzzle game. By the same creators of Job Simulator comes a new comedic simulator. Here you can go to 3 vacation destinations: the sunny beach, a green forest, or an icy mountain. In each environment you will need to complete minigames to progress the game. These can be quests to find items or various puzzles. Sometimes it can be a mundane looking task, but the game makes it fun by adding a comedic element to it. Just a fun game to explore and a great one to show off to others too. Number 11, The Curious Tale of Stolen Pets, a casual puzzle game and one of the cutest on the list. Your task here is to locate the lost pets together with your grams. You find them by solving light puzzles and miniature worlds that you can spin or walk around. The game rewards exploration and many elements are interactive. This is a short game but a joy to be in. For the price, I don't think you can go wrong if you like casual games that you can also show off to VR first timers. While you're watching this video, don't forget to leave a like if you enjoy it so far. Number 10, Pistol Whip, an arcade music game. With one gun in hand or 2 if you choose, you automatically run action scenes. Your goal is to survive while targets appear who will shoot at you. In return, you dodge, punch or shoot back. It is up to you whether you want to do this on the beat of the music. Pistol Whip makes you feel like you just entered an action movie. It gives you adrenaline and it feels very satisfying. A high recommendation for anyone who likes electronic dance music or is looking for a VR workout. Number 9, Red Matter, a puzzle adventure game set in a dystopian Cold War. As an agent and astronaut, your mission is to explore an abandoned base on one of Saturn's moons. Equipped with high-tech tools, you have to decipher messages and solve puzzles to uncover dark secrets. Red Matter has an eerie atmosphere, but it is also one of the most visually stunning ports for the Quest. If mystery sounds fun to you, then you are in for a treat. On number 8, we have the magical action adventure game The Wizards. Here, you freely explore fantasy lands while learning to become a wizard's master. What I like most about this game is its spell casting system. You cast various elemental spells using hand gestures that you have to memorize. In battle, you can combine elementals or chain combos against different enemies. I think this is a fun battle system for magic games which you can only experience in VR, so I love it. On number 7, Raccoon, a social arcade sports game. Raccoon has been forever on my top list because it's free but consists of so much gameplay. There are tons of intense to casual minigames to play with others online. Plus you can level up and earn cosmetics for your avatar. Raccoon is quite polished and since it's free, there's really no reason to not check it out. On number 6, The Under presents a surprising theatrical adventure game. There are 2 modes, a story mode where you're able to control time to find out what happened on a ship that makes people disappear. In the exploration mode, you can enjoy performances by real actors with other players online. The magic is here because you don't know which character you meet is a real person since there is no voice chat, but once you realize who is real, it is always amusing. My mind was blown when one of them started teaching me magic tricks. This is a unique game that will stick with you. On number 5, Star Trek Bridge Crew, a spaceship simulator in the Star Trek universe. You and others can take up one of the roles in your spaceship: captain, helm, engineer or tactical. Together you explore space to find a new home, but it won't be easy with threats around. This is mostly a seated game. You can't get out or move around in the spaceship, and you control the ship by pressing on screens. But if you push the wrong button, it could go seriously wrong. So you have to learn your role and communicate efficiently. Sometimes it can be tough, like fires or even crashes might occur, but you will live long and prosper. This actually also makes for some comedic scenarios, and that's the game's strong point. You can play with a full crew of friends, but there is online matchmaking or a solo mode too. On number 4 we have Journey of the Gods, an action-adventure RPG. It looks simple, but it works so well. You are equipped with a sword and shield, a crossbow, and powers of the gods. You traverse on a mythical land and you will engage in battle against a variety of monsters and sometimes huge bosses. The game features a godlike mode that gains you different powers. Some allow you to manipulate the environment to solve puzzles, and some to destroy enemies. You will meet NPCs too that have so much character. These game mechanics blend in well together, and it makes Journey of the Gods an excellent adventure game. On number 3 is OrbusVR Reborn, one of the few MMORPGs for VR. And as a Kickstarter backer, I was happy that the final game consists of everything you expect from this genre. An open world, lots of quests, monsters, bosses, dragon pets, dungeons and raids. Sure, the graphics could be better, but if you enjoy these game mechanics, then it won't matter much. Orbus is high up on my list because I spent the most hours here. But we are also 2 complete RPG nutjobs. Number 2, Beat Saber. In this VR rhythm game, your goal is to slash the cubes on the right beat of the music with 2 lightsabers. What makes this game good is that it feels so satisfying to do it right. But that is not why the game is so high up on my list. The reason for that is that I am still playing it after 2 years because I'm using it in my workout routine. It impacted my life as it makes me healthier. And at number 1, my all-time favorite Oculus Quest game right now is Moss, a third-person action-adventure puzzle game. In Moss you befriend a mouse named Krill, and using traditional buttons, you control Krill, who can jump and fight with a sword. At the same time, you can use your hands to manipulate the environment, and together you have to solve puzzles and battle enemies. What I like so much about Moss is that the character design is done so well that it can create an emotional bond between the player and the mouse. Like, it can actually make me feel sad if Krill gets hurt. Not only that, but the game also makes excellent use of the power of virtual reality. So I recommend Moss to anyone. So, I hope you enjoyed this list. I would love to hear your opinion as well. Whether you agree or don't agree, I would love to know. So put it down below in the comments so that everyone can have a read. And I also hope that you could not hear that I am still a little sick. And if you do, I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind because I miss VR and I just miss making videos for all of you. And a special thanks goes to our right-hand patrons. Shout out to artArmin and his Patreon page. And another shout out goes to BaxornVR and his VR YouTube channel. Anyway, more exciting stuff to come this week. So see you then, and VR. Videos about VR, just like this one. I hope you enjoyed this list. If you did,